Hello everybody, welcome to the NetBird YouTube channel. In this one, we're going to be talking about something that I despise, and that is websites riddled, packed full of advertisements. Especially when you're out and about on the go, you're trying to look something up on your phone, and my golly, you can't even see the content because it's so ad-ridden. And that is what we're going to address in this video. We aren't only going to be blocking ads in our local home network, but we're going to be blocking ads anywhere in the world using the combination of two things, AdGuard Home and the NetBird DNS. Quick note on Pi-hole. Pi-hole is definitely much more popular. I love it. I run it in my home lab every day. But if you're just looking for a simple ad blocking solution with a really nice UI, not a lot of fluff or extra features, AdGuard Home is great. It's open source, self-hostable, beautiful. So with that said, we are going to be spinning up AdGuard Home. This is their website right here. If you click on Get Started, it's going to take you to the documentation, and there are a few different ways to get this going. We have Docker and Snap packages, as well as the official release, and if you look at the Knowledge Hub link down below, we'll have a nice little installation script right here for you to go ahead and get you started. And just for time and convenience, I'm going to be installing this real quick into Proxmox with a Proxmox helper script. If you don't have Proxmox, or even if you're beginning your kind of journey into self-hosting and home labbing, I do recommend you check out our Proxmox video. It's a full, complete, start to finish guide on setting up kind of the perfect home lab environment in Proxmox. Go ahead and check out that video. Because here on the Proxmox helper script website, if we go ahead and search up AdGuard Home, we have it right here. What we're going to do is give the install script a quick copy. We're going to head over to Proxmox here, and then go to our node, go to our shell, and drop this on in. Again, if you're not installing this with Proxmox, there'll be a link down below for some installation steps. So let's hit enter. Get this going here. For this, the default install is going to be fine for me. Hey, there we go. We have AdGuard right here. So let's go ahead and give this a copy and go to the setup process. So from here, let's go ahead and get started. We're going to just basically keep everything as is, that it's going to be accessible for the admin interface under port 80, so just the IP. We have 53 for the actual DNS server, which all looks good. Let's go next, set up our account here, just like that. Go next. And there we go. Now, for actually setting up on your local network, right here, the best option is to set this as your DNS server on your router. Now, all routers are different, so you're gonna have to look that up for your specific make and model. But this video is mostly focusing on NetBird and having it as the DNS server for our NetBird network. Now, if we go over to the Knowledge Hub article, there's a couple things that we want to do to set this up. One is going to be adding a network route, particularly adding our subnet. Now, I've actually already done that, but it's a pretty easy process. You just go over here to networks. This is my own self-hosted instance, and you create a new network. You can see here I've created my home network. And then once you do that, you're going to want to add a resource. You can see right here, my main subnet is my resource. So .0/24 for the mask, and we're good to go. And all the steps to do that are going to be outlined right here. So then what we want to do is configure the actual NetBird DNS server, basically using this AdGuard instance as our DNS server. So here, let's open up our dashboard, because you are going to see we don't have it set up anywhere, so there's going to be no queries or anything like that. But if I just copy this address here, give that a copy, head on over to NetBird, and here we're going to want to go to DNS and then name servers. From here, we're going to want to add a new name server, and this one is going to be a custom DNS server. So click on that. For the IP, we're going to paste in that IP we just copied, which is our actual AdGuard server. And then we have our distribution groups. So the groups are the people who are actually going to use this as their DNS server. You can pick all if you want it for everybody. I'm just going to pick admin because that is really me. I'm the only account. So from there, we could continue. We don't need any match domains for this, but if you're interested in learning more, we'll have some documentation on that. So we'll continue. We're going to give this a name. So this is our AdGuard Home server. So let's add that name server, and there we go. So now what we could do is actually connect a peer that I have. So let's go over here to NetBird, and I'm going to connect to my default account, which is my self-hosted server here. So let's authenticate myself for the client and check to see that this is actually working. So you can see my desktop is now connected. And now if I go to a website that has a lot of ads, give this a minute to load. And one thing you may notice is some of these ads aren't loading, which is awesome. And that is because it is gonna be blocked with AdGuard. If I go ahead and give this a little refresh here, we can see we got some DNS queries. So now anytime I'm connected using the NetBird client, it's going to filter all my traffic through my local AdGuard server. Really easy to set up, really simple. And then if you want to kind of deep dive further, you could go into settings and really configure it to your heart's content to work and function exactly as you want it to. But that's really as simple as it is to block ads anywhere that you're connected to NetBird. Of course, from here, again, you'd want to go add it to your router or your individual computers that you want to run this through for your local network, so you don't have to run through the actual NetBird client. So if you want to learn more on more than just what I covered in this video, do check out our Knowledge Hub article. We go over the installation steps for Docker, for running it with the script, all the prerequisites and everything like that. So with all that, I do hope you enjoy. Have a beautiful day and goodbye.